Hi, everybody. Welcome to ICC's Banter Blitz. I'm Grandmaster Joel Benjamin. This is our little monthly get together where I take on all comers in Blitz. It's about 11 o'clock on the East Coast in the United States, and I'm a little tired today, so I could be, right for the picking today. Uh, you know, if you get the right position, maybe, the blood won't flow to my brain. Who knows? But we'll see, and maybe I'll have a little theme to my openings as I like to do to just to keep it fresh. So it should be fun. It's kind of a rainy day today um, in New Jersey, but the weather has been getting warmer. I played a little chess over the weekend. I played in a tournament in Lake George, New York. There was not a lot of strong competition for me, but I got the juices going. So I'm a little more active than usual because I don't play very much. I don't even play a lot of Blitz. In fact, I don't really play any Blitz other than Banter Blitz. So maybe I'll be a little sharper chess wise and maybe duller brain wise. So we'll see how that comes out. Okay, so we should have the first game starting up shortly. As I see that already people are queuing up, getting ready to challenge. We always have a good turnout. Seems that we got lots of people, a number of regulars, but also I see some new names as well. And here we go. First opponent is Frank 001, 001, like James Bond or something, except with a 1. Oh, Dutch defense. I was not prepared for that. All right. Let's go for the center. Oh, this I don't know about. I think I'm going to get a lot of center going with going to get a tempo on the bishop, but what should I do? Should I start with e5? E5, knight g4, d4. I think that takes care of everything there. I don't see any sacrifice working, so okay. I pushy. Bishop c5, kind of a strange move, and not really in the spirit of the Dutch, I think, to be throwing the bishop out there. And played very quickly, like this is some kind of trap. Nope. I don't think so. I wondered about knight takes f2 there for a second. But what about this knight on g4? It looks like it's in a little bit of trouble. If I kick it, where's it going to go? It's going to go nowhere. So I think I'm going to kick it. Kick it out. Do 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 do. Kick it out. A little bit of heart in the morning. Chomsky. This is going for me. I would have to say check. The troubles really started with that bishop c5. Okay, let me eat this pawn and think about the future. Let's just develop a piece for now. Certainly I can trade queens, but let's see where this check leads. Oh, leads to that. Let's do some blasting. Uh-huh. Hmm. Checkers. And now I think that I will simplify because I've taken so many pawns. So just technique time. I think something might be getting trapped there. Okay, Frank 001. That was an unusual one to start. I really hadn't thought about it facing f5 at all, but bishop c5, yeah. Could have put the bishop on b4, I guess. Straight off, that would have been fine. Or probably take on e4 first. So far, so good. Okay, Nezhmatinov, 1, 2, 3. I know what he wants. I know what he wants. He wants this again. He wants to play a Latvian gambit with either color. It's a little crazy. Queen f3 today. All right. Knight c3. Okay. Just going to give back the pawn and castle. Not castle just yet. Not castle just yet. Castling would be, oops, queen h7 mate. So slight detour. Okay. Well, he wants to play an ending. Queen d4. Okay, you can have your ending if you want it. But knight g4, I think, causes some problems, maybe. I don't have to worry about discoveries. My rook on d8 is protected. But how does he deal with the attack on the bishop and ideas of coming into f2? He has to defend it. Rook e1. I have bishop b4 throwing in. Doesn't really change much. But I'll do it anyway, just to see how he answers it. Yeah, rook e2. Grab me some bishops. Yeah, I was wondering about bishop f2 here, because I took away the e2 square. So I'm going to try that. I did kind of hang bishop f2, I admit. Bishop h7, sorry, bishop h7. King takes, pawn takes, bishop with check. So I was going to play king f8. But, yeah, it's better not to give up that pawn if I don't have to. Okay. Maybe bishop d7 was better, actually. Oh! That's why bishop d7 was better, I think, because he could have played f5. Now I've got a clean pawn, I think. And now I'm just going to get a little technical. Chico say the pinchy win. Maybe if he doesn't do something about the back rank, something will happen down there. Also, he has to sometimes be careful about his rooks in this type of thing. If I attack this rook, where is it going to go? That's the beauty of the bishop pair. Okay, I take that one. And technique occurs. Make some lufty. Go back. Go back to where you once belonged. It's a position I can pretty much just make moves, you know. Nothing's really happening. Well, I could have traded rook straight off, I guess, yeah. Oh well. Okay, let me kick him back. I also have a lot of time, so big time advantage. So I don't really, not really under any pressure to win this game on the board. I mean, to end the game on the board. I mean, I'm winning the game on the board, but I can take my time. Eat that pawn. Come on, 94, and I take that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nej Medina, 123. So that time I just didn't feel like thinking against that Latvian gambit, so I just gave back a pawn and developed my pieces and so on. Okay, Robbie Williams is up. I don't know if that means he's a fan of the singer or the singer himself, which would be pretty impressive. Oh, there he goes. Sometimes your number gets called and you might not be ready for it. You always got to be ready to answer the bell. D5. Oh, knight c6 is the usual business. All right. I figure it's like kind of like a type of Tarish where I have like a few extra developing moves. Duchess. Pinsky. Let's bring those pieces out fast. I don't think that pin has the same effect as my pin. I don't think it does. I could be wrong, but I think that my pin attacked something and his pin did not. Maybe that was a little bit of a halloui. Should I take this exchange? I really suppose I should. Five, six, exchange and a pawn. Ooh. Okay. Checky. Just gonna play it simple because I think if he castles and I move my knight, I think he can't defend everything. I could play knight b5, pump that in. No, I think just simple move the knight out of the way. And winning more material. So I'm a rook up at the moment, so I think this will end well. Right. I noticed something with bishop d7, rook takes c6, bishop c5, and then use the pin. So I wasn't 100% sure that I would be winning material. But you know, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, thank you, Robbie Williams. I made a threat. He didn't defend it. What can I do about that? All right. Who will be next? Guam 1754. Okay, so my first non-Latvian gambit with black. Is he going to open the Sicilian or not? He's thinking about it. And, you know, most people just kind of play their openings, and then some people say, "Hey, you know, I'm playing the Grandmaster. What opening should I go with here?" You know, sometimes there's a lot to think about. All right, let's just play d5. Let's go for it. All right, I'll be bold here. Let's see if I can support my center. Getting ready to castle. Yep, I'm a castling. I'm a castling. I think I was going to play bishop e7 in any case, because if he goes to pin my knight, I think I want to not be pinned. Okay, I'm all safely castled. Then I think about where to put my bishop. f5, e6, attack or defend. Maybe just support my d-pawn for now. Now if he takes on c6, maybe the b file is a little more useful than if a4 and a6 were in. All right, so now I guess I will maybe just go here. In these games, I tend to think too much. um, but to play Blitz to win, you're really best off just playing a lot of reasonable moves quickly because in the end, you want to be able to adjust to the weird things that happen towards the end of the game. So sometimes when you're tired, it's best to just play quicker if in Blitz and have more reaction time. So Quam, well, he's played a lot of kind of obvious moves the last couple of moves. Now maybe more planning is required. So you know what White should do. He can bring his queen. He can make luft. Oh, h4. So does he want to play G? Does he want to play g4? That is quite interesting. So maybe I'll play a move that could have a little impact to take him out of whatever his plans might have been. It is kind of an interesting idea to throw the pawns forward. If that's his idea with h4, who knows? I think I'm going to actually take with the pawn here. Now my d pawn is very well secured, so I know rook a2. Well, I don't know about that. The rook can't be good on that square. I don't know. For some reason, I want to freeze the pawns there. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to do it. Now my pieces can maneuver pretty freely because I don't have to worry about d pawn. I can't use the b file just yet. Okay, I think I'll stop that. I'll stop that there. I'll stop that there. Counterspieling will be coming soon. So I don't mind trading bishops here if that comes up. Just notice he's awfully low on time, isn't he? Yeah. Going back and forth on which rook I should use, but yeah, Quam has played a decent game, but I think he's kind of forgotten about the clock a little bit. And I think that's going to hurt. Oh, G pawn is hanging, isn't it? Why not grab it? Grab both hands. Yeah, sometimes you just got to make quicker moves. Yeah. Not going to feel sorry for him. The game's not over yet. Rook e1. Can I grab some more? Well, maybe I'll just grab this one. I'll just grab that one. Happily trading things like a merchant. King side is rock solid. It's eventually I'll start taking things with my queen down there. Okay, runs out of time, but pawns are all dropping. Handshake. Right back at you, Quam. Thanks for the game. All right, so far so good. I have not had a perfect day in several months. I did have a little bit of a streak going. So usually when I drop a win or a loss or a draw, it tends to come early in the session. So this is Pantera Negra, which I think is a new opponent for me. I don't think I've played him before. Now, I just wrote a couple of columns for a New in Chess yearbook on isolated queen pawn positions. So this is, but this is transposed into this Caro-Kann variation, which I don't actually play for white. That was kind of sneaky. I never actually, he never played, because he didn't play e6. Usually you get it through that. Yeah. So he takes, he, he takes. Oh, that's not what they usually do, is it? Mm. Usually they take on f3 and they go e6, or sometimes knight b6. So this is different. I guess this maybe is a line, but probably it's, whoa, uh-oh. Cure is worse than the disease. What's he going to do about this? What's he going to do about this? This looks like a knockout. Oh no, b6. That's too bad, Pantera Negra. That was a costly error, b6. Yeah, it's losing a knight and, or maybe even more material. So not much to do about that. Okay, Arnav 311004. I'm not sure what that. It's not exactly pi, right? Pi is 3.14, etc. So it's a little different. All right, we get an open Sicilian. Practice my Sicilians. A3. Not strictly necessary at that moment, but white often plays at some point. He has to be a little careful about this move order here, because if white plays f4 at the wrong moment, bishop c5 can be a problem. Okay. D6, no. This is the kind of thing that Black does from time to time in this opening. I mean, I've had this before. I think I might have had this position against Topalov many years ago, but it's hard to remember all this stuff. Let's semi-waiting move here. It's a game where behind on the clock. Normally that happens a lot. I'm going to try to avoid that this time. F4, okay, normal stuff. I'm not sure what he's thinking about there. Unless he's not able to make a move faster than within a few seconds, or maybe. No, I can say it. Okay, Queen F2. So create a little weakness on G3. So if my knight is kicked, it can go to H5. And I think that's what I'm going to do. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Maybe coming to G3, maybe not. The one thing that's important is I can't let a knight get to D6. So the knight goes to D5. Sometimes he can trade some stuff and or even just go knight E4 straight off. But so now if the knight goes D4, I have the possibility of taking it with the bishop so that he doesn't get it to D6, which would be bad. But I think black is okay in this position. It's probably very, very close to a theoretical position, if not actual position that's occurred before. Okay. Rook E1. Okay, so he wants a bishop E4. All right, let's pump that in there. And then I guess come with the king. And is he threatening anything? Well, yeah, actually, I think he might round up that pawn if I left it out there. I don't know. It's good to play. I'm not sure how this knight versus bishop position stacks up, but I might get it here. Oh, he could move his rook away, I suppose. I have lots of pawn breaks in this position, but I don't know which one I actually want to go with. D4, it's a good move. I have to go back. E3. And let's try F5 here. Gives him a choice of whether he wants to take it or leave it. Something to think about. Okay. Well, I can definitely block the file here. Oh, I have to be careful about blocking the file, I see. So I don't really need to block the file. Let me just set up some play there. So bishop d5, there could be b4, knight f5 stuff, so maybe I'll just bring my rook back to c7 and guard the d pawn like that. Meanwhile, I have an idea of g5, undermining. Ah, all right. Well, I think I got to take that. First things first. G5. Well, we're getting very low on the clocks now, aren't we? I'm going to try it. Oh man, how am I going to do this? I got to go fast though. Wasn't sure to play G5 or not. Okay. It's getting interesting. I don't know if it's good for me or not. Why is he thinking? Huh. That was a surprising pause. I don't know why he didn't go after my b pawn though. Do you think he has a blockade? Oh, maybe he does. Well, I did write a book on pawn ending, so maybe I'll come up with something here. Ah, clever. Does that really work? I think I'm going to make a draw here. Okay, that was a very interesting endgame there. Yeah, actually, well played by Arnav 311004 Tango Niner Bravo. Um, hmm, would be interesting to contemplate that. I guess instead of Rook H2, I could have just played King F7. I guess I would have got a tempo. But yeah, maybe also I was winning somewhere in that pawn ending as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I could have around the time I played G5, I could have thought about it a little more. Okay, Indiana Fats is up. That's definitely a new opponent. I would remember that name. But he's not ready for the quick draw, so I don't know if this is going to be a game or not. If you're not ready, you lose your spot in the queue and you may never get back. Okay, who's going to actually play me? Wasn't there some famous game C410, like a Fischer? Didn't Fischer forfeit a game or something like that? Okay, Colombiano 07. FIDE Master. Really? Okay. That's interesting. He's going for some kind of modern. Same-ish. Opening I certainly haven't played in a long time. Let's take it out of book. Look for some squares down there. He was not fazed by my pin. Okay. Let's go in. And what I'm going to do next, I'm not sure yet. I think I do know. I'm going to do this. Because I think that sets up a little nasty threat. So he can't move his rook out of the pin right now. And he'll lose a piece and knight takes c8. Okay. Oh, that attacks my knight. Yeah. Almost, I almost missed that. But I can take that pawn, I think. I believe it's not nailed down because still there's the pin. And Chico said the pin, she win. Okay, looks like let's trade something. He can take my knight if he wants, but I don't see that it's going to be all that great. Dark square bishop will be kind of annoying in that position. But I appreciate he's thinking it over. I always like my opponents to use clock time. It's very helpful. Maybe we'll just punt that up there because I can protect it with b4. Again, I'm really getting a lot of mileage out of this pin. It's pretty cool. Okay, now pin is over. I'm not sure if I don't think his bishop really bothers me that much, so I'm going to take his knight. Because sometimes those knights are just trickier, especially in the Blitz game. It's easier to just get rid of the knight. Okay. Took us. And that should defend everything. Oh. I missed rook d4, but I still have a3. Yeah. Still defending. And push that up there on a dark square. It's good. Okay. I think I don't mind trading rooks here. Don't mind trading lots of things. I think that c-pawn is going to win for me. Should I get finessey here? I'm going to get a little finessey. Keep his king out. Because his d-pawn, even if he moves d-pawn, it won't survive for very long. So I got very technical here. Check. See where he goes. Just keep everything the way it is. Now comes the king. I technically didn't really need h4, but I'm not going to bother with that. I can always clean up that pawn later if I want. First, I'm going to bring my king into the game. And now dominate that knight again. Keep him dominated. in with the king. Oh, I missed that move. Arg. Got a little too fancy. I'll just reorganize. Now I'm back. Just getting nothing. Don't even want to give up one pawn. Okay, Colombiano 07. Thank you. Thank you for the game. All right, so far no losses. Indiana Fats, are you ready this time? No, man, you're killing me. Sandro's not going to give you another shot if you're not there a second time. There you go. Oh, you are there. Okay. G3. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he really should have played D4 there. Yeah. Now this is an acceptable hedgehog. Nick DeFermian used to play this type of hedgehog a little bit for black. I know exactly this position, but more or less. Knight takes E6 is possible, but I don't think it's especially dangerous for black. It's playable, of course. I could even recapture with a D pawn. That'd be a bit boring. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's been a long time since I tried to play Hedgehog, I have to say. Maybe it'll be a long time before I try again. This position actually, it looks a bit better for white to me if it plays well. But maybe D takes E6. F3. I don't think I like that move so much. It looks a bit passive, but I guess it's not harming too much. I'm dreaming of D5, but I don't know if is that realistic? Maybe not right away. No. Okay. We do that then. And what next? How can I maneuver? I don't know. I'm not sure what my next move is. Yeah. All right, let's try something here. Ooh. I think he had knight d5. Might have been more frightening. Not that this move is bad, but knight d5 might have been a crusher. I could play e5 here, but I'm gonna. But I don't like it so much, so I'm gonna risk this one, which I think is also playable. Because my bishop isn't great. That's for sure. That's for sure. And his knight is on a square that well prevents my rook from coming to d4, which is really the whole plan in the position. But if he takes and plays rook d1, c4 is hanging. So I got that going for me. But what else can I do? Oh, I didn't see that coming. All right. Mm. I certainly don't like the looks of that move, but yeah, it's a problem. All right. This is not the best. This is really not good. And that last move, I believe, made it worse. It's not good, not good, not good. Did I say that it was not good? All right, take that. And then next move, I'm not so sure about what it's going to be. Yeah. Yep. I really don't like that move. Do what to do. Try to make some threats with my queen. Rook c2. Okay, he's stuck there. That's good. That gives me a moment to breathe. Now I could try to counterattack here. I'm going to go fast. You're telling me that's not mate down there? Oh, man. What is going on? Why wasn't that just mate? Saved by the bell there, really. Wow. I know. I just thought, if I just put my rook and queen down there, it would be mate, and then after, I think I was losing there. Maybe queen should have gone to f7. I think queen f7 was winning. But the final position, the rook g5, if he doesn't have, I think maybe I'm good there. So Indiana Fats, when he finally came to the table, he came to play. So I don't know, people stepping it up. Games are getting harder. Grand Bali is up next. He's late for dinner too. Do 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 do. I was so looking forward to playing Grand Bali, but not happening. Diet Coke. Is that for real? 2518. He's almost as high as I am. That hardly seems fair. Hmm. Was my first move that much of a surprise? Hmm. Is this a person? It's an awfully long pause. Hmm. So we got a Bononi, which I used to play back in the day. It's not unfamiliar territory. It was very popular in the 80s. All the American players used to play it, and then it came under a cloud, and then I left it. Nick DeFermian stuck with it for a long time. Yeah, knight e5 is the other way to play. That's a very sharp line, but knight b6 is a little more solid. Mm-hmm. E4. So what to do about that? Well, we'll just do that for now. Ready to start pushing that forward. I'm more used to white playing a5 and knight back to c4. Okay. So I'm sort of set up here to play b5. Do I have it? Takes, takes, takes. Not exactly. But I kind of need it, don't I? Huh. That can't be a good move. As I think about it, that cannot be a good move. Queen a5. There's no way the queen is going to be good there. All kinds of danger getting trapped. Queen b4, bishop f4. Yeah, this is I don't know. This is very, very risky. Very risky. But let's see. Can I make it work? I did have a little trick there that I knight d6 c4 and hoping that works. Not 100% sure, but yeah. And then something. He has at least various forking possibilities. Could give up his queen too. Oh, yes. Well, I, I think I can live with it. I guess it's that I didn't see at all. Uh, wow. Could that really be good? I don't think so. Maybe it is good. Oh man, that's not fair. That's not fair. Did not see that coming. Oh, my other rook is attacked. Okay. Oh man, what did I do? What did I do? It's all going horribly wrong. Yeah, well, he's got a lot of good options here. 1, 2, 4. It's not going to come out well. Not going to come out well. I took that. Okay, I got to take this, and I got to play fast, but it's not going to help, I don't think. I got to use the clock. That's only thing I can do. But with increment, of course, there's not much chance. This type of thing. The real kicker is that my bishop on f8 is totally shut out. I don't know what I can do with that. Can't even stop this pawn. Well, maybe I can do something there. But the d pawn is just killing me. Yep. Just gonna have to keep chugging here. uh, Jack! Wow, unexpected. Well, he can have a draw if he wants, but otherwise he might lose on time. Might, because there is increment, but yeah, he's plugging away. I think that's a fortress. Well, I guess he's enjoying this. I guess there's a potential 50 move rule, huh? That's just really to see if there's 50 move rule. Too bad there's no mates down there. That would be cool. Oh, so no more 50 moves. This is just gonna go on forever, man. Yeah, well, I was a bit bitter that that C4 didn't win anything at all. Lost material in the end. Of course, Diet Coke should have. I mean, he just went a little bit too fast there and hung his rook. Um, I was I was a move or so from resigning, but okay, Scooby, a Scooby Doo fan. Who doesn't love Scooby Doo? Still, I think I've managed to avoid defeat today, and it looked pretty dicey a couple of times. Scooby, where are you? Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Hmm. So the theme is C4 and C5 today. Ah, Scoobs. Scoobs. Ah, my old friend Tired Dad. We tired dads have to stick together. This is the new thing, is that the take on d5 before they go e5. That's popular because then the d4 move isn't as good. So that's kind of been all the rage. I'm wondering if this position could also come out of a Caro-Kann. Takes. Okay, so if I take with the queen, what's he doing about this d pawn? I think it was better for him to play knight c6. Okay, well that saves it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Just filling that out there. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Bishop e7. Well, I was hoping to scare him about losing the d pawn, but I don't really want to take that so much. So I'm not going to. All right, let me just give a Hakasito. Mm-hmm. Ah, no. Hmm. Let's try that and see if that causes any confusion. Yeah, I don't like my queen there. Maybe I could have tried to take this pawn on d5, but I don't like taking these pawns when I'm, not fully developed. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to really flag now. Really flagging. All right. All right, let's go for Endspielen. If he takes with the queen. If he doesn't take with the queen, no endgame. There we go. Mm-hmm. I haven't hung anything yet. Maybe I could have a little edge here. Now the knight is starting on b5 is threatening a few things. Maybe I'm going to grab this a pawn now. Oh, he covers it that way. Okay. G4, A6. It's very tempting to take that pawn, but I don't know. Let me go for this G4 move. It's Rook C5 too. Mm. Another game that's gone entirely too slowly. Let me tickle this G pawn. I have a plan. This is my plan. Yeah. And now what? Well, Tired Dad's going to run out of time, I think. But it's a valiant effort, really, because he's quite hanging in there really well, I have to say. Mhm. It's not like I'm really winning this position. I'm not sure there's an actual breakthrough there. Well, I'm going to try to pretend like there is. Yeah, it's challenging me to have an actual breakthrough. I think I'm going to get this pawn here. Yeah, that should help. Check. I saw that annoying red thing again. Let's go in there. Ooh. Check. Got my pawns rolling now. I think one of them's getting through. Check. Did not do that right. Actually, it's knight d5. Yeah, well, it's still winning. Yeah, not the most accurate. Yeah, that was a tough game. I kept nice a nice edge there, but a very tough defense by Tired Dad. Okay, so Fishhead. Let's change it up a little bit. This. Okay. It's a very strange beginning. I saw an article in New in Chess advocating this taking on c6 and putting the bishop on c4, which looked a bit strange to me, but maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe I'll get d5 and not so fast, huh? Sometimes you have double D pawns in this opening and it's not a big deal. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, he's attacking my A pawn. Well, I'm not really that worried about that in the grand scheme of things. And like leading with my queen so much. Other than that, it's okay. Hmm. Oh, I was not expecting that one. And I don't think it's a good move either. I mean, my queen was awkwardly placed. He could have played bishop back to e3, but I think he's losing something now. E pawn drops. Ah, not so fast, huh? All right, let's just do that. Okay, extra pawn. If I have not miscounted. Mm, okay. Should be good to send him out there. Do need to make Luft one of these days. Ooh. Sorry, that's not checking, that is. Oh. I didn't even see that. He had to just move his rook away. That was nasty accidental cheapo. Um, that was a tough game. Well, Queen F2 was not necessary. It was maybe sort of equalish. All right, so we've got WF Jallet, Wolf Jallet, 500. Another one of these names where it's hard to tell what the grouping is. I think on queen a4 check, the normal was bishop d7. There's all kinds of weird lines where the queen, white can bring the queen out early. I think that might have been when I played against Lupuccian many years ago, and one of my favorite wins because of cool stuff that happened down the line. That was a game where I played an entire game. I think it was a 15 move game, decisive, without moving my king. No castling or any king move. Everything happening. All these pieces disappearing. My king stayed on e1 the whole game. So when you get to put your two pawns in the center like that, it's supposed to be good. We'll see. Hmm. Everything's still defended. It's one of those positions you don't necessarily know where you're going with it, but if you can maintain that center and give no obvious counterplay, then something turns up. Put your pieces in the middle. I mean, he's not getting his pieces out. Bishop on c8 still stuck. And how's he going to answer that move? Well, I guess he can go queen c7. Or queen somewhere. Mm-hmm. Is he wanting to play c5? I don't know. See everything defended? Yes, still. Okay. Make him think twice about some things that might run into b4. Maybe b4 is an idea. I don't think he can play c5 because I have bishop e7. e5, he can try it. d5, it's not going to be good for him. Just go here, it's preventing c5 again. The thought in this position to play knight d2, knight c4 to bring that around. I was not at all sure what the best square for the bishop was. Could go to d2 or e3. If it goes to f4, I didn't want to think about e5 because then my bishop is attacked. I can't go d5. Ah, well, I think, he's trading some pieces when he's very short of space, but I think he's going to miss that dark square bishop around his king. So I'm going to be looking to exploit that. Also, still, a lot of things aren't developed here. Let me put that there and defend the e-pawn, and now my queen is free to roam. And okay, so attack my knight. So I'm going to go for the d6 square, I think. Well, also d5 is probably pretty good too, but I think I'm going to go for the knight coming into d6. Oh, well, he's almost out of time, so sometimes in such a situation, just move. I don't think that's going to work. C5, he's pinned, and I think B4 next. Yeah, this is a little bit of a Seinfeld game for me. Thank you, WFJ Jallet or WF Jallet 500, whatever. Um, yeah, just to pass a position for black out of the opening, and just squeezed. And who we got? Joachim Iben. G3 gets old G3 on me. So we got some flank stuff going. A3. Slightly puzzling. B4. Does he want? I don't know. Maybe wait. Because A3 didn't help him get rid of the knight because it actually makes it harder to play C3. So it seems a strange move. But now it's got to take. Now my dark square bishop isn't so great right now, but his dark square bishop was his best piece. And I think that he is going to miss it. I could try to blast. I could try to blast the position open, definitely, but I don't feel like it. Blasting the center. For some reason, I don't want to. Probably should take it en passant, but I don't know. I have this idea, but it's probably not very good. Yeah, this is the idea, but I think he should have taken and played B4 or played B4 right away, because now I have a plan. My idea is I want to post up this knight on a square that's near to where it is, but not that easy to get to. All right, let's just be a merchant. Let's do some trading. That light squared bishop of his is very hard to get it into the game. And I do see some potential for getting my knight where I want to get it. Now, if he doesn't trade queens and I take on b1, would he have to take with the queen to avoid losing the a pawn? Yeah, but now, now I think he's got problems. I think he's got problems, and I don't think he can solve them. I think he's losing exchange. Yeah, my b5 idea looked great. I mean, b3 is the kind of move that is maybe instinctive for players below the master level, but like doesn't need to keep that pawn on c4. Probably should just play for a 2-on-1 because position with the center blocked up, white doesn't have a lot of room for his pieces. Yeah, if rook a2, I was going to take the knight on f3 and then knight d2 check. I wasn't going to win an exchange anyway. Either way, it's problems, and maybe rooks get traded too, which I would not be heartbroken for that to happen. And I'm not sure if I should take the knight on e2, but I'm just not going to waste time thinking about it. Once the rooks go off, the a pawn is also going to be a dead duck. Just pin that for them for the moment, just in case anything wants to move. Just keep that from happening. King f3. This is a funny one. Bishop g4, I think, wins more material. It's kind of a funny tactic, but he's going to lose another piece at the end. Sometimes the games are nice and strategical, and all the tactics are going one way, and they just tend to be easier. This is one of those games. Thank you, thank you. Oh, he's still moving. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the game, Joachim Iben. Right. Anon 14. As an anonymous, not as in Vichy Anon. Here we go. Luckily, the FIDE zero tolerance policy is not in effect for Banter Blitz. You must stay riveted to your chair in case your game comes up. Oh, unfortunate. It's probably been waiting all day long. Okay. Instead, we have Roland. In caps, no less. Is it a name? Is it a place? Nobody knows. Is it going to produce moves, my friend? Sometimes I feel like I'm playing alone. I must have played 20 games already if you count all the forfeits. 2 in a row. I'm wearing everybody down. Okay, Alita, are you there? Yes. I was thinking about whether I should take with the other pawn there. Really? On rook b1? Wasn't I tagging this pawn? Was that pre-moved or something? Surely that was a threat to take that pawn. Wow. It's a pawn that also destabilized the knight on c6. Okay. Well, I mean, I think the knight could have moved. I'm not getting free stuff. What am I missing? And I've been playing a long time today, I mean, but that looks like free stuff. I mean, the knight wasn't pinned after bishop d7. He could have moved knight e7, been down a pawn. Huh? Well, there's some chance that my rook on b7 is a little stuck. And there's some chance that I might have to give it up for the bishop. But even then, I'm going to have a nice little cushion. Um, yeah, Alita said he had YouTube open. Yeah, I have to say, he started the game like he was distracted. That's totally makes sense to me. Certainly, I lose my concentration in some of these games too. And c6, okay, queen, and it's while that rook is alive, let me use that to attack if I can. This queen's going to come out. Then I have to be a little careful. He's got a little threat. He's got a little threat to perpetual check. Yeah. But feels like there should be some blowback coming here. He just takes it. Cut off his rook. And Ned's getting ready to do something using his bishop, but I'll take his bishop off the board. That'll make it hard for him to use it to mate me. Just remove the attacking pieces, and then queen h5. Okay. setting up for something. I don't know. Let's see. This looks good. Getting the usual mating patterns going. Uh, did I? Could I told him I was going to take the bishop before? Well, I thought that I was telegraphing it with knight d6. I think I said I was cutting off the rook. Yeah, okay, I guess it wasn't direct enough there. Okay, thanks for the game, Alita. So everybody out there, close your YouTube while you're lined up to play. All right, must be getting close to the end. Walter Locker is up. Lay it on me, Walter Locker, if you're there. Hello. Oh, jilted again. We got Nish Medina of 123. Back for return engagement. Okay. And this will be the last one. Okay. All right. So something different. I remember reading when I was a kid that Bishop E2 was a pretty good move. I can't say I know much more about it than that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Who's zooming who is the question here. Is he attacking me? Am I attacking him? Who knows? H6. That's a pretty good answer, I guess. I know. Let's just trade some stuff. Mm-hmm. Not bad. All right. Now what? Just make some general threats and see if they pan out into anything. I'm thinking about getting fancy with a little knight b1 action. Getting fancy. I'm so fancy. You already know. I'm in the fast lane. B6. Okay, he's defending that. Come back out. And now what? I don't really want to think about f5 and opening up attack on h2 is just too much of a hassle. Oh, queen a4 didn't attack anything though. I thought I was going to attack the a pawn. that was not swift on my part. So we're going to have to retool. Who's zooming who? Check. Hmm. Hmm. What have I done here? Or what is he doing? He's not pushing his pawn. He didn't push his pawn. Oh, no. This is not how you play a pawn ending. He wasted so many moves. Oh, you had your big chance. You should have started by getting the queen side rolling. That's what you needed to do. Oh, man. You had your big chance. Could have been a contender Nejmadinov 1-2-3. Yeah, I think there was a chance I could be losing that ending because he has potential outside pass pawn. But I'm not entirely sure because it's not necessarily that easy to make that pass pawn. The way the pawns were situated. So maybe it was actually okay for me. Um, but he definitely lost too many tempi there. Um, while I was getting the king side rolling. All right, so interesting tussle to finish up. So what was it? I think two two draws and a couple of lucky escapes. Yeah, people started playing pretty tough today. It was not an easy session, but I appreciate everybody that came out and played. And I think that everybody who challenged got a chance to play. Not everybody did because some people were not ready to answer the bell when their name came up. That's too bad. But I appreciate everybody coming out. And I want to give a shout out to my mom, Phyllis Benjamin, who's right now in Buffalo, New York, recovering from pelvic surgery, and hopefully things she'll be well on the mend. But uh, got a little bit of my mind with that. Uh, anyway, thanks again, everybody, for playing, and I'm sure that we'll be doing this again next month in June. I look forward to it. It's I don't get all that many chances to play, and I hope that you guys enjoy the games and the banter. So until next month, see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Take care.